good morning, everybody. It's June 12th. We're going to do a little daily tarot for fun and entertainment, to get to know you guys, to promote the brand. It's a Holla Shazam, All to Love. What was that? What was it? All to Love. They're like, what are you saying? I'm saying that everybody should love each other more. Like, ooh, it is. Anywho, my juicy lovers, let's get into the cards. Divine guidance, love, and clarity. Check out Ultra Love, subscribe, all that juicy, jazzy stuff. Divine guidance and love and clarity. So that's my intention, divine guidance and love and clarity. I do little online, this is by request, usually by long-standing tarot clients who want to learn how to work with the tarot on their own. I do a little 2-hour, again, by request, basically teaching people how to listen to their intuition and work with tarot. So it's a Holla Shazam, divine guidance. Oh, sometimes like I just keep repeating the same word, and then by like the third or fourth repeat, I'm like, oh, stop saying that. Remember when you're like learning how to write and they're like, don't repeat words too much in like one sentence. So even when I'm speaking, just the sound of my voice can annoy me. Divine guidance, love, and clarity. What are the messages for the All to Love Collective? Divine guidance and love and clarity. Messages are coming through. Singing of your praises. There is a positive, perchance, a positive message coming through. I feel like this might be a bit of relief, a bit of, oh yeah, this is positive, you guys. Oh, ending of a cycle. This is already finished, this 10 of Swords. This is karmic completions are over. 10 of Swords is like being betrayed, being deceived, deceiving ourselves. I kind of want to say gossip on that one as well. Whether we're gossiping, whether other people gossip. It's just so profound, like the way we create here and the way we project. And then usually when we have enough distance from a situation, it's like, whoa, what was that? And how divine our life experiences. And yeah, it's like the House of Cards is coming down. Collectively speaking, right? We've got these old systems and power dynamics that are fading away, that, well, they're actually coming up for exposure, to be seen for what they are, and eventually, to crumble and fall, as it were. And yet, not to be frightened. There's new ways, new energies, new pockets of people doing wonderful, wonderful things that are supporting the collective evolution and healing process. So this divine benevolence, overcoming obstacles of the past. I feel like some of you have had to be really patient, because the 8 of Wands is like there's been communication on its way, probably for a while, and then finally getting that communication. I feel like there's communication probably from a person specifically that hasn't been very clear. There's no new beginning here, but so I'm thinking this is a situation where there wasn't a lot of emotional clarity. Maybe somebody came forward. It is a cup in reverse, so it could have been a king or a queen of cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, they could be like wanting to offer a new beginning, or like offer you a job, but then the job doesn't materialize, or it really isn't as good as this person kind of sold it to you. Or it could be romantic, like, hey, let's get this thing on the road, but nothing actually materializes. So the message could come through, maybe an apology, or maybe I don't really get a sense of like any kind of restart. I get more of a sense of a closure. So there's an energetic, especially because 10 of Sword reverse, like there's massive karmic cycles closing down. And, these karma to me is destiny. It's like the unavoidable life circumstances that we are just absolutely here to live through, whether we like it or not, want it or not. The soul has made kind of call or decision. That's, again, to me, part of heeding the call, listening to intuition, is honoring the soul rather than fitting into the cookie cutter status quo. This is how we're supposed to be a human. And again, this is where the kind of closed nature of our minds, and also like working with emotion, being honest with ourselves, divine guidance and loving clarity. I am hearing too, like, within the system, as it were, and then macro, micro, inner, outer, as above, so below, we're all working out power dynamics, abuses of power, denial of power, like whether we're the abuser, the denier, and then we often will play different parts in different circumstances, right? But certainly a shift of power coming into more full. Great color, that blue, isn't it? Beautiful. Surfacing. So things are coming to the fore, and that's part of where we've had to be really patient. The Sun card to me is often like a rebirth energy as well. Yeah, karmic closure. So these experiences we're here to have. And okay, yeah, some of them are super painful, but they obviously speak to that. They're like, the suffering we go through is just 100% part of this experience. If anything, increasingly, this idea of like how good our lives are, or anything that's kind of one-sided, like, yeah, my life was perfect, or my parents were perfect, or just this idea of like a three-dimensional, just a three-dimensional existence versus the totality of our own paradoxical, like, hypocrisy. Like, we're all kind of living paradoxes, something definitely about, I would say, the human condition is like the hypocrisy of it, and how we can all be, saying one thing, doing another. For some of you, there's a desire to, there's definitely a healing of the root situation going on. Cancer card and the immunculi, or the IC line. So that really is our roots, and how we are rooting, how we are at home, and then thinking about like at homeness is really about being relaxed. Home is about safety and comfort, right? So a lot of us are perhaps rewiring how we feel at home here. It's part of why there's a continuing evolution and surge of how to feel good in our bodies, which I think is a unique process, as much as we can all be supportive, or we can support each other through it. But, fine-tuning what our bodies want to eat, fine-tuning the types of exercise we do, the mantras or the affirmations that work for us, the communities, right? Because this is where the discernment of your authenticity is so mega, because there's invisible energies everywhere, right? And so the way we interact with people, like, our intuition is telling us stuff all the time. And yet, if we're practiced at denying ourselves, certainly if self-denial and people-pleasing kind of goes together. So if we're used to people-pleasing, we can often fawn and just be like, making everything good for people. And yet these are us really healing deep, profound core wounds within self and other in the collective, right? Rejection, abandonment. These wounds, really, they have to want to be healed if we're going to come from a more unified, authentic place, like a more profound expression, right? Of the love we have inside, my lovers. I'm gonna actually leave it there. So really, the Sun card is prime time, coming into this new beginning, positive judgments, you guys. So even though there's been difficulty, even though some of us may be feeling pretty exhausted, especially because we are still healing from this cycle, right, where people want to destroy us, I still standing. Yeah. It's just one of those, isn't it? Check out the merchandise and have yourself a merry little June 12th. We're approaching the solstice. There's an upcoming Capricorn full moon. Mostly high five. Ding. Have a great day, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.